Number 1-800-LOVE-191, fax number 310-854-4455. Dr. Drew is a board-certified physician and addiction medicine specialist. Tonight, we have the pleasure of having one of the Insane Clown Posse members in here, Violent J. Shaggy, who normally accompanies him, is having his face rebroken and having a little work done.
That's right. He's correcting his face was perfect. A mere mishap took place in Milwaukee at a JCW wrestling event where he broke his face, and now he's getting his face restructured back to perfection.
Called a Lefort fracture.
Lefort? That's where a guy farts on you and you break it?
Here.
What breaks?
All the facial bones.
The facial bones?
Face.
Yeah, face crushes.
So, listen, is your face sort of like...
Give me the skull. Give me the
No, I don't want to look at any more stuff. What I'm saying, though, is it's kind of like bridges going from one side to the other and up and down in a way, isn't it?
Some of it's, well, the zygoma is a big bridge, but in here there's big caverns with all kinds of stuff in it.
Right. And he had that broken how many months ago?
It was about 4 months ago. And when he take a hit of his cigarette,
right,
if you will.
Yes.
He would take a hit of the cigarette, and when he breathed it out through his nose, one line of smoke would shoot up and the other line would shoot down, and that's when we knew things were very bad with his face, you know what I mean?
And some come out of his eyes.
We didn't know exactly that he looked different because of the clown makeup. We never noticed it.
Right.
But once we saw the cigarette smoke shooting in two different directions out of his nose, we knew that he had not been healed correctly in the facial area.
Oh,
interestingly,
the tears of a clown.
I'm kind of hoping these guys smoke a lot more pot.
Yeah, it mellows them out.
Yeah,
pot.
Excuse me, cigarettes. I beg your pardon.
So he had this broken, and he didn't have time to correct it through surgery or anything because he had to move on with the tour. And now you have a little pause. And it's time to go back.
We have
and
actually
fix it.
6 days off.
Right.
Which is plenty for us. That's the biggest vacation we've had in about 7 years.
Wow.
So 6 days off. He is now under the knife. He is receiving reconstructive surgery by the world's greatest surgeons. They flew in Dr. You may be familiar with these doctors. There is Dr. Orton, who flew in from Germany. There is Dr. Spagnola, who flew in from France. Stop me if you've heard of any of these great facial surgeons. They're all working to reconstruct his face with robotic mechanisms, by the way.
Yeah, I'm picturing I'm hearing the $6 Million Man theme in the background.
Well, he will have what is known as a heat censoring eye, where he can see he can see animals at night. They got him in the new Cadillac, the heat sense, the night vision, if you will. Yeah. Or if you won't, it's still there. Yeah. He's got night vision in his left eye. All of this I can't really discuss because it hasn't been made public.
The government's watching over these.
Right. Let me tell you something. If I ever needed surgery, I would want to fly the doctor in, even if I was at the best hospital in the world.
Yeah. In fact, you'd fly out of town to fly the doctor over there.
I would. Yeah. No, I would insist that he got on a helicopter, circled and land back again, so I could say I flew in.
That's good.
The best doctor, the best money could buy.
But as for the show, just to let you guys know. Out of Shaggy and myself, I am a bit nervous because I usually have Shaggy by my side rubbing my thigh at this moment.
Right.
But without Shaggy here, it's quite okay because I am the more sexually active, sexually active member of the Insane Clown Posse. In other words, I have sex with probably 2, 3, 4 times the women that Shaggy has sex with. If Shaggy does in fact have sex with women, there's heavy speculation that it's men.
Concern is, though, Jay's pretty quiet, and so we don't make sure he can carry the show tonight. I talked to him before the show. He was telling me about how much he's having sex.
We'll see if we can coax him out of his shell.
I have been having a lot of sex.
And I asked him,
preparing myself for the show.
Did you wear the mask when you did? Oh, no, just the clown makeup.
No, see, the mask is like, I came out of my hibernation hotel to do the show with you guys. I wore the mask, but normally I'm in the clown makeup, which I have sex with, and it fulfills many of fantasies, you know what I mean, for these women to see with makeup. As a matter of fact, I go as far as to say about 80% of the women probably wouldn't be having sex with me if I didn't have the makeup on.
Or for a 280
Right,
clown,
because they wouldn't know you were in a band.
Yeah,
I'm speaking of 280. You look like you bulked up a little bit.
No.
Oh, yeah, that's strictly muscular.
No, I don't mean that in a bad way. I'm talking about on steroids or something. Like.
Well, I'm going to go ahead and leave that one alone. But what
are you coming in at?
What I will say is I'm a rough 280 of solid would you like me to take my shirt off?
Solid. No, you're solid.
Okay, I will be happy to peel up out of my shirt and
Your
show
pants would be nice.
What might appear to be sort of lumpy skin tissue is in fact solid.
No, I've said this about my partner Jimmy Kimmel many times that he is a rippling 180 pounds of muscle. Unfortunately, he weighs 215. You see, that's the problem. It's the extra 45 pounds sitting, 35 pounds sitting on the 180 of rippling muscle.
Not only am I a musician, though, I'm a professional wrestler. I take my health very seriously. You can tell by my outstanding body that I take my health very seriously.
Hey, your body's a temple.
It is a temple that I worship, and I live in it, and I will be in it for quite some time, so I take it serious.
And right on.
Yes. That's more graffiti.
Sure you want me? I could take the shirt off. It would make you guys more comfortable.
Let me give some plugs here, by the way. The Insane Clown Posse has 2 CDs, right, coming out?
2 separate albums.
Right. Coming out on Halloween.
On Halloween, the day the world celebrates the dead.
Both called Bizarre.
One is spelled B-I-Z-Z-A-R. The other one is spelled B-I-Z-A-A-R.
Right.
Bizarre.
One is red and one is blue, essentially. Oh. And it's got some 3D stuff going on. So, yes, Drew.
Speaking of blue, I saw your car in blue today.
No, you didn't.
Yes, I did. No, I'm sorry. The 2-seater.
Yes.
And that's your car.
All right. Maybe this whole conversation could take place during a commercial break.
Yes.
Get back to the plug on the album. Thank you.
The album is coming out on, like I said, or like Violent J said, on Halloween. And there's going to be some in-stores where you can find the guys doing some signing, too. But let's
this
talk
album
to James.
Is pure masterpiece.
Well,
just let me say that. Let's get to the questions. But damn it, buy the album. It's coming out Halloween. All right. First question. How's your nipples?
James.
Yeah.
What's going on, James?
14.
Yeah, I just wanted to know, hey, Jay, what's up?
What's up?
Not much. Is Bizarre the 6th Joker card?
Bizarre is not the 6th Joker card, but I'm sorry, James. That's his name, James, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
James, how's your nipples?
Well, I'm a guy, so I don't know. You might
guys have nipples, James. Yours might have not poked out yet, but they're on their way.
All right.
Okay.
We're talking about the human body and sex, James. I mean, thank you. Buy Bizarre when it comes out Halloween. But if we could take the next caller, please. Concerns about your nipples, your scrotum, whatever. Let's get to this.
Drew, let's see if we can take some nipple. Let's make it nipple night. Tyler?
Hey, what's going on?
You're 16. How are your nipples?
They're doing all right.
Good. As Drew knows, I like a little nipple play. I'm not ashamed to admit that.
Hey, I just got to say one thing. The weekend cards will never die!
That's right! Woo!
Yeah.
You can smack Shaggy's face and break it. We'll never die. We'll never die. Even if my nipples caught syphilis in each one of them, I'd never die. Woo! Bizarre Halloween! Because we just keep living. You guys don't remember this. I was on this show in 1997 when we got dropped by Disney. Everybody said, so you the big one-hit wonder? Do you remember every other call that came in was like, you guys are going to be forgotten next year? We're not forgotten. We're all up in that ass. And we're still here, aren't we?
I got a little resuscitation kit here. This guy's got low aneurysm in his head.
Put some paddles on it.
Come on, you guys, give me props. I'm still here. We're not going anywhere. We're here for the juggalos. I'm going to answer questions about your nipples. Come on. Woo! We're still here.
Jay, don't shoot your watch. A 2-hour show, buddy. We're still in the first break.
First break, 7 minutes.
Everybody give a moment of silence for Shaggy. Thank you. All right.
Marla? Marla?
Hi.
Yeah.
I just thought I'd inform...
Drew, hold on. See if we can get a quick rape question while Jay's on a roll. It's always funny.
Charlotte, were you molested as a child?
Go ahead.
Marla, what's going on?
Okay,
Marla.
I just thought I'd inform you and the listeners that Ralph Nader is for the legalization of marijuana
Great.
and the decriminalization of victimless drug crimes.
Fine. How's your clitoris?
I had a discussion. I was on Politically Incorrect with him, and I discussed this all with him, and I knew he was on board with this, but he was afraid to bring it up. He felt that it was sort of political hot potato, that he was being advised not to, so I'm glad to hear that he's standing by his principles.
Yes,
Really?
He's my hero.
All right, Marla. Oh, Jesus. You're 18 and Ralph Nader's your hero?
Yes.
How fat are you?
Oh, come on.
It's true. Come on. Are you a big gal, Marla?
No.
Seriously.
You're fat. No.
Please.
All right.
Marla.
I just happen to go to school and, worship nice people.
Okay, good.
Do you finger bang yourself, Marla?
Marla, thanks for your call. We're saving you from Jay.
I was trying to get
Thank
into
you very much, Drew.
Bye.
Thanks. All right. Come on. Let's get some sex calls for Jay. He's all hopped up. I'm scared he's going to jump on one of us.
Sarah, get him something.
Sarah, let's have some sex calls, please.
Please.
Danny?
Yeah.
You're 16?
Hey, how's
What's
it going?
Up? How's it going?
I'm trying to talk to Jay.
There he is.
Hey, Jay. I was wondering what's up with your guys' new tour. Are you guys like going to be going? I saw Cottonmouth Kings, and they said you're going to be touring with you guys next year.
We've got a tour going out with a group. We're going out with Suicidal Tendencies. We're going out with.
Really?
We're going out with Nashville Nedden, I will say, because I don't know if I can pronounce their last. Nashville Pussy.
Right.
The name of the group.
Right.
We're also going out with Confrontation Camp, which is Chuck D and Professor Griff's new band, and also we are talking with the Jim Rose Circus Sideshow.
Oh
my God!
Those
now,
guys.
what's the caller's name?
Danny.
Yeah.
Does your scrotum flake if you scratch it too often?
Nah, not too much.
It doesn't flake. Okay, keep it moist and it shouldn't flake.
Okay.
All right,
Danny.
Hey.
Yeah.
I had a question real fast about DXM.
Yeah.
I wondered, like, if there's any sexual effects on it.
Don't know much about it. It keeps coming up. I've never seen anybody. I've not had much clinical experience. People being exposed to it. It comes up in discussions whenever I'm talking about ecstasy. People want to blame DXM for the.
What's DXM?
It's just another sort of designer hallucinogenic.
It's sort of like when you eat Chinese food, the MSGs make you tired.
Right.
It's very similar to that, as
Is
Dr.
that true,
Drew will
Drew?
tell you.
I'm not clear what DXM is, frankly. I have no experience with it.
I will tell you this, though. Dr. Drew is very similar sounding to Dr. Dre. And let's just hope when Suge Knight gets out of jail, he doesn't accidentally pick your name out of the phone book, right?
It could happen. Yeah, Drew's listed.
I'm thinking.
Jennifer?
Hello?
Hey.
Hi, what's up?
Hey, you're 16.
Yeah, hi. I've been listening to you guys for like a long time.
Great. What's going on?
Oh my God, I love you guys so much.
Thank you.
So,
So,
I'm like really nervous.
Let's hear about those nipples. Come on, babe. Are they perky or do they sag already at 16?
Oh, they're perky.
Oh, they're perky. Okay, they should be till about roughly 25, maybe.
Yes, enjoy
till they
those
start
nipples.
to drop.
Oh, I love them. We play with them all the time.
I think you
they're
added a little playtime for Jay tonight, by the way.
Hey, I'd
with
be
your
happy
playtime.
to flick them inside out, whatever you'd like.
I can lick them.
All right, hey.
Come on, you're 16. I got cases pending as it is. Let's get to the question.
All right. Well, I've been like having like leakage for like about 3 months.
You know, I'm
where?
gonna leave this one up to you guys.
and where's the leakage from?
Huh?
Where's the leakage from?
Like the nipple itself.
Well, Jay might be into this.
You know what?
Jay, are you into that at all?
Did you know that
The lactating stuff?
New York is playing New York this year in the World Series? Damn it, that's
crazy, isn't it?
I heard about that. I couldn't believe it, man. How about those leaky nipples? I'll tell you something right now about those nipples. What you want to do is you want to go ahead and twist them. All right? Get yourself a Ziploc. Put it around the nipple. Pull the Ziploc as tight as you can. Cut the circulation off.
Very good, yeah.
Have somebody flick it. If it makes a noise, like you can hear, if it stiffens up, it should close the hole of the leakage and go ahead and go to sleep. And let's forget we ever had this problem. All right.
Would sealing the nipple work, or would that
Like
not be it?
I don't know. My shirt gets wet.
I see.
Any chance you're pregnant?
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'm not sure.
Okay, that would be a cause of this, all right?
Yeah, but is it supposed to happen like that soon?
They can. Are you on any medication?
I was on Paxil.
Paxil can do this?
I was on birth control.
Birth control kind of can do this, and thyroid problems can do this.
I'm on both of them, and I have had no problems with my nipples leaking at all.
But you should preoccupy with nipples. Maybe
Jennifer,
something's happening to them.
Yeah.
you're on Paxil and you're on birth control. Why might you be pregnant if you're on birth control?
She
I don't know.
was.
My boyfriend thinks he has super sperm.
Meaning you missed some pills?
Huh?
Meaning you missed some pills?
No, I don't take them.
No,
Let me tell you
okay.
something about-
Listen, any guy who announces he has super sperm is always like borderline retarded and shouldn't have kids.
Listen, I could have sex with your mom and I'd get you pregnant. That's how popular and powerful my sperms are.
This guy is sick.
That's a whole nother subject.
So what should she do? Drew.
She needs to see a doctor because she needs a thyroid check. Sometimes pituitary tumors can do this. There are other things that can do it.
Yeah. Hey, Sarah, what's going on over there with the phone lines? What's happening? Anderson, you got a slide in there? I've been staring at the same two calls on the screen for the last 40 minutes.
Well, it's a very
Unacceptable.
It's a
I've
very
never seen
important
this
subject.
before.
The wet nipples are something we need to discuss, I think, wholeheartedly, don't you guys?
Oh, yeah. Hey. Hello?
Hello.
What's up? What's your name?
My name's Rebecca.
How old are you?
I'm 18.
What's your question?
Well, my question is, so often on the show, it seems like you guys talk about how if a girl's, like, having sex and stuff, that, she must have some sort of history of molestation or something.
No, that's not it at all. When
were you raped, Rebecca?
No, when somebody is acting out in this destructive way, we know there's a reason for it, and we can usually find it.
Okay, but like, what would you characterize as a destructive kind of sexual?
When did your dad rape you? Thank you. Yeah. Well, no, here's what it is. Here's what it is, Rebecca. People,
things like that.
Yeah, the Jim Rose sideshow sort of stuff. People call this show and they're talking about having orgies and banging away on their, they're engaged and they're having sex with their sister's boyfriend and stuff like that. They're doing destructive stuff, and that usually means something's up. It's not the act of having sex.
Well, right.
It's destructive. It's destructive. It's doing it in ways that don't make her feel good. They're not an expression of intimacy. They're just sexual acting out, trying to manage feelings that she can't manage any other way.
So if somebody's having sex without intimacy...
No. Using sex as a way of managing feelings.
Oh, okay. All
right. Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine.
You got a boyfriend?
No.
In other words, there's nothing wrong with you having sex with your father. We don't find anything wrong with that here at the show.
That's good.
What's up with you, Rebecca? Why no man?
Because I'm going to school and I have a job, and my motto is to stay single for as long as I can.
Or until you lose that extra 150, huh?
All right. How dare you, Violent J?
I've got that figured out.
All right. Rebecca, you're doing great.
Okay.
God bless you. Keep listening to the show, all right? All right.
Look,
hey,
guys,
Sarah.
Look, I might be a little bit overweight myself, but I don't particularly. No,
you're not overweight.
Well, I don't have sex.
No, you're husky.
I don't have sex with large women because, like, two fat people having sex is like something that just shouldn't happen.
I thought you were ripped. You're not fat.
Oh no! Did I say I was fat? I meant I'm fat ripped.
Ripped
with
people.
a PHAT. I'm fat muscular.
True. Get hip to the lingo.
I see.
All right.
How about this one?
All right. Sarah?
Leaky nipples.
Yeah. Hey, Anderson, start doing the phones over here. Or do something. Go ahead. Beth?
Yes.
You're 30?
Yes.
What's up?
I've been taking Xanax 2 milligrams a day for about 6 or 7 years. And my doctor can't prescribe for me now because I have a different insurance.
Oh, boy.
And I can't get an appointment right away with a new doctor, and I'm about to run out of the pills.
You've got to find a way to get more.
Well, you should take them all at once then, right?
I've tried, I've called crisis lines and all kinds of things. I'm not having any luck, and I've got 2 more days worth of the pills.
Well, what about your original doctor getting a hold of the drug company, see if they can get you some medicine on a compassionate basis?
Does that work?
The doctor you're leaving has a responsibility to cover you until you find a new doctor.
Can't he give you samples?
That's what I'm saying.
No, it's not a question of the money. It's illegal for me to pay for myself to see him.
Yeah, but
because I have a different insurance.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter. He has a responsibility to cover you for prescriptions.
Drew, what if she doesn't take her Xanax? What'll happen?
You'll have a seizure.
Oh, really?
Very likely.
All right, so it's no big deal?
Yeah.
Is 2 milligrams a lot?
2 milligrams is a modest dose, and it can really be an awful withdrawal.
How about she starts getting off of it? It's been 7 years. She's not taking that much.
Well, what does this have to do with nipples? I mean, it's sexual.
You could taper down over 6 weeks or so, but you couldn't, take a while. And you can manage a withdrawal, but you have to take more medicines to counteract the withdrawal.
Why are you taking the Xanax?
For panic attacks.
I see. All right.
Not a great medicine.
Oh, jeez, you'd have one if you saw Violent J in that Mexican hoodie he's wearing right now.
Nobody knows more about panic attacks than yours truly.
Really?
Oh, yeah. Oh, I've got plenty of problems with panic attacks.
Really?
I've actually wound up in a special home twice, but I haven't been in one in like a year and a half. We talked about this last time.
Yeah, we did. Yeah.
I'm flattered that you remember.
Yeah.
But I was very ill for panic attacks. My nipples were wet and everything. It was a horrible time in my life. But things are different now.
Sure. Now you give everyone else a panic attack.
Zoloft. I take Xanax, Zoloft.
Maybe you're taking Zoloft. Yeah.
I take an entire box of NyQuil pills every night.
Not good.
I know, terribly bad, but I can't, without them, I can't go to sleep. And just now, I've been hooked on Vicodins, and now I take about 8 or 9 Vicodins throughout the day.
That's not good.
That sounds healthy. That's just pragmatic. That's good. That's a good sign. I mean, you're an athlete, right?
Oh, tremendously.
Seriously, are you taking Xanax and all this stuff?
I'm dead serious. I'm taking
How much
Zoloft.
you taking? How much Xanax you taking?
I don't know what the milligrams are, but I've been taking them ever since my first panic attack. I take Zoloft and Xanax.
Is it working?
Well, no.
Well, you're not having panic attacks.
No, but I mean, now that I know what a panic attack is, I don't think I'll ever have one again. To the point where I go to a mental asylum.
What happened when you went to the mental asylum?
I didn't know what a panic attack was. Imagine never even heard of what a panic attack was, and all of a sudden you can't breathe, and you're terrified, and you think everybody's trying to kill you. And you literally can't breathe, and you're sweating, and you don't know what it is, you know? Yeah. So I just wigged out, and I cut all my hair off, and I just totally freaked out.
And who dragged you to the mental hospital?
My brother dragged me home, and my mom dragged me into the mental asylum.
That must have been a tall order.
Because I wouldn't answer. I thought it was a horrible time, man. It's hard to, be, it's hard to be advice worthy. Is that the right word? It's hard to help these people with their wet nipples and discuss my panic attacks at the same time, because my panic attack was a horrible, horrible thing. And now I take the Zoloft, the Xanax, and a pack of NyQuil pills and Vicodins and about 6 Tylenol PMs
When
every
you took
night.
when you had the panic attack, were you coming off some other drugs or substances or anything?
It just hit me out of nowhere. I was in the bus one night, and I woke up, and I just it was just a horrible, horrible time.
Drew, weren't those Tylenol PMs ruin his liver?
The Tylenol can, but
yeah. All right, listen.
The Vikings got Tylenol
too.
We're
going to do a little break. Violent J is here from the Insane Clown Posse. Drew, I want you to line Jay out during the break about what he can and can't take, what he can and can't mix, what he's doing to his liver, ways to get him asleep. Maybe
this isn't going to be pretty.
Maybe it's not. Maybe prescribe him something.
The liver's been gone, you guys.
No, you need your liver. I know that. I'm no med student, but I know that. All right, we'll talk to Roxanne when we come back. She had a breast reduction. Means her nipples may have shrank, Jay. And she wants to know if they're going to grow back after that. Violent J's in here tonight from the Insane Clown Posse. Bizarre and Bizarre are both the names of the 2 new CDs, which are coming out on Halloween.
And I don't care what kind of music you like. You're going to find something you like on that record. I'm trying to make our Juggalo army grow.
I'm just thinking that Bizarre pretty much describes the Posse's experience here every time they come on.
Yeah.
Look at you guys, everybody out there listening, you might think I don't know about squirt nipples and all that, and I might not. I don't know nothing about your Ned and
maybe the Zoloft made your nipples leak.
Well, my nipples didn't actually leak, Dr. Drew. Them was jokes back when I was talking about the leaky nipples.
Sorry.
But I will say this, did you hear that?
No.
That wasn't my nipple, was it?
It could have been.
When you hear the music.
Yeah. There it goes again.
When you hear our music, you'll realize that I might not know about leaky nipples and rusty clitorises, but I do know about music because I am a musical genius.
Should we hear some of the music?
I think we should.
Let's talk of an intro.
Let's talk to Roxanne first, because I said we were going to talk to her when we came back about her breast reduction, and then we'll hear something from the Insane Clown Posse. Roxanne?
Hi.
Hey, you're 25. What's going on?
Well, I was interested in getting a boob reduction.
Uh-huh.
Because I'm kind of large.
What are you? What are you coming in at?
36F.
Nice. And how's the rest of you doing?
36F 245, in fact.
Wow.
No, actually, I am 5'1".
Yeah.
I weigh about 140 pounds.
Mm-hmm.
But I lift weights, so that's part of it.
Yeah.
All right. Hold on. Let me do some quick radio math here. 5'1", 140. Carry to the 4. Bring around. Okay. 4, 11 and a half, 153.
Okay.
Of ripped.
That was the radio math.
Ripped.
Okay, so you lift. Now, if you're sort of a stocky built person in the first place, why are you lifting the weights?
Well, because I kind of like being stocky. I don't want to be a rail,
Yeah, but
my boyfriend likes meat.
He likes meat. Well, let him eat the meat and look at the waif models. Well, listen, here's all I'm saying. It just reminds me, Drew, remember we were talking the other night about our driver in Philadelphia? The guy was about 5'3", and he weighed 300 pounds. Yeah. And we're asking him what kind of work, he said he wanted to lose weight, what kind of workout he did. And he said, squats, clean and jerk, a lot of powerlifting moves. And I was thinking, you're going to go from an ice box into a freezer. You're going to go from a fire hydrant into a jukebox. box. Like guys that are 300 pounds and 5'3" should just be running on a treadmill.
Yeah, cardio.
They shouldn't be doing the clean and jerk.
Right. Shrinkage exercise.
First of all, if she says she's 145, you got to realize she's at least 185. That you got to know that.
No, it was 153 and she was shorter than 5'1". I did the radio math, Jay. Come on, pay attention now.
Okay.
All right. Number 2, she just hung up, didn't she?
Yeah.
Because I broke the bubble when I said the 185. Fat ass!
All right, so now...
Scared you, didn't I, fat ass?
All right, easy.
Take care of your own drippy nipples.
What do you think about the breast reduction, Drew? She's 25 years old. She's a little short. She's a little bit stocky.
There may be, again...
She has a double F.
Yeah, because breasts are predominantly fat. There may be a way to sort of redistribute throughout her body, do more cardio, see where that takes her.
All right, so... She should do more cardio and then see about the breast. How about you just do one breast and see how it works out?
She could do breast reduction.
Eugene?
Yeah, what's up? Adam, Drew.
Hey, you're 17. What's going on?
Long-time listener, first-time caller. Let me say first off that, I've been a fan for 7 friggin' years.
Of us?
Of you.
Thank you.
And Jay, I've been down since Malenko, brother.
All right.
First show you did at the Adam.
Use the F word. All right. I'll tell you what. Now it's a good time to hear a little something from the Insane Clown Posse. What song are we hearing, though?
I have no idea. What are we listening to?
Do you have no idea? Anderson? Let's Go All the Way?
Okay, this is a remake from a classic 1980s one-hit wonders group.
Right.
Red Fox and the Pimps, I think they were called. I can't remember.
Yeah. I see you're a real student of music. You covered this song.
Fly Fox?
I don't know what they're called. Anyway, we remade it and made it dope. And this is me singing.
And what this is called?
This is called Let's Go All the Way, and it's about Shangri-La. It's about a juggalo's heaven. It's about the place where all juggalos will one day reside. It's total no racism, no hatred, no battling.
Hold on, is a juggalo a gigolo?
No, a juggalo is an open-minded individual.
That's a juggalo?
Yes.
I didn't know that.
Well, it's not even in the Webster's. It's something beyond Webster's.
Oh, I see. That's your Webster's.
That's right.
All right, I should have been hip to the juggalo. All right, so let's hear it. What do you say?
This is our heaven. Woo!
It's still around here.
Let's Go All the Way. That is from the Insane Clown Posse. Violent J is here tonight. Shaggy's having his face readjusted. That's fine. We got Violent J, and that's good enough for us. Bizarre and Bizarre, both spelled different ways, are the two CDs that are coming out on Halloween.
And let's go all the way and get into some phone calls about some drippy nipples. Yeah, that's the way I like them, nice and drippy.
Thomas?
Yeah.
Yeah, what's up?
Hey, I was wondering what connections Jay and ICP has with the Cottonmouth Kings.
Cottonmouth Kings are friends of ours. I used to be on the same label as a couple members of the band, and they are friends of ours, and that is the only connection.
All right.
But they are great. They are awesome in concert, and they are absolutely fabulous. And as far as I know, their nipples are fine.
How are your nipples doing, Jay?
Mine are wet. We've already gone over this. If you pay attention to the damn show.
It's the Zoloft. It's the Zoloft.
I think the Cottonmouth Kings were in here 2 years ago. Year and a half ago?
At least.
At least. 2 years ago.
They like to smoke a lot of marijuana, so I'm told.
Really?
No kidding.
Really?
That's the word on the streets.
Well, they should come in. If you see them, tell them to come in here again. George?
Hey.
You're 18. What's going on?
Yeah, well, I masturbate, and I get a climax.
I see. Hold on. Slow down.
Yeah, slow your roll.
down. You're 18.
Mm-hmm.
You're male.
Yeah.
And you say you masturbate.
Yeah.
Huh.
Oh, wow.
And then as you masturbate, something comes out of your penis?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. It's not urine? Semen?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Adam, I'm not sure I learned about this in medical school.
I'm just trying to stay with him.
This is bizarre.
Oh, all right.
Bizarre,
Keep going.
Bizarre.
Keep going.
And then it shrinks, like really, really small.
You mean when you're done?
Yeah.
Hold on a second.
Oh, my God.
Drew, grab I need another scratch pad here. I filled this one up.
Man, we gotta go.
So you say,
we gotta get this kid.
Hold on. Do you get an erection?
Yeah.
As you're masturbating?
Yeah.
Oh my
Why?
God.
All right.
God is my witness.
Drew, in 25 years of medical
never
profession, ever heard of this?
Bizarre.
Bizarre.
This kid's a geek and he needs to be smacked in the mouth. That's what you called to say?
Yeah. Thanks, George.
That's it? George, you're an ass. I can't say that.
No, you can say.
George, can I say that?
Yeah,
George, you are an asshole, George. Perhaps, what did you share that with us, George? Are you masturbating right now? Is that your fetish? You just now completed it? You called and told us you jacked off? You nut on your face and your dingling tricks. Whoa! Oh, my God! Somebody hold the phones! I can't believe that! George, are you okay? When you nutted, did it hurt? Oh, my God! George, somebody get his parents on the phone!
You know what I want? Speaking of parents, I was just having this fantasy about taking Violent J around with me to family functions and things like that.
And George just shared that with the world. Now go to school tomorrow, George, and share it with your classmates. I'm sure they're happy to hear it, too. You called, you do the knuckle shuffle on your bump, and you bust a nut. Well, damn! That's quite an accomplishment, George. Why don't you curve your penis around and stick it in your anus and hump yourself, George?
Very, very solid advice from Jay.
It'll probably feel better than the fist, right? I mean, the nice warm butthole.
Thinking about Jay, you can't say anything to him. It's too scary.
No, but you know what I'm saying? Wouldn't it be great to bring Jay around with you so he could do your bidding for you? I would like him to just keep my family in line.
George jacks off. That was something that we really needed to hear.
How do you think? What would you tell him to say to your family? How would they go? Sit down, dinner. Pass the turkey, please.
I'd give him a little prep on the ride in. You know, my mom, she didn't pay too much attention to me. She smoked a little too much pot.
George
she didn't cook enough. Jay, why don't you straighten her out?
How do you know he might not turn on you though?
Come on, you guys, George. Come on,
I keep the Xanax.
You guys can't.
That
wasn't a respectable call. That was
right. All right. No, you're absolutely right, and thank you for yelling at a caller, because usually I'm the one who wastes all my energy yelling at callers all night, and thank God Jay's here to do it for me.
I stroked my penis, and I nutted, and then my dingling went sauce.
Oh, what kind of question is that? What are you, some kind of homo?
Well, George, you're a man for sharing that with us, George. You're a hell of a man, damn it. Come here, let me give you a pat on the back. Nice to share your feelings with. That's a real man, right? Let's just give me a handshake and a hug, because we're men together. You jack off, I jack off, George, damn it. You finally shared it with us. Thanks for opening up. Now open up your butthole and stick your dingling in it and get the hell out of here.
Why don't you give me Yokozuna? Maybe figure 4.
Yokozuna died. He just died 2 days ago. That was the most That was a disrespectful.
Who is he?
He's a wrestler. He died, and he's making jokes about it.
I didn't know he died.
He's 700 pounds, and he died, and he's the nicest man in the world. And here,
700 pounds.
And Adam's gonna sit here and bust on him and talk about he's fat.
That was an homage. I said I was going to give him a Yokozuna.
And his family's listening, and now he's dead, and they're not over it yet. And you're making jokes about him on national radio. What the hell's going on?
Drew, get the door.
Yeah, I'm opening the door.
All right, we're going to take a little break.
Little air here.
Violent J.
George, do it again and call us, you pansy.
Hey, Loveline. I'm Adam Carolla. He's Dr. Drew over there. Phone number 1-800-LOVE-191. Violent J is here tonight from the Insane Clown Posse. Bizarre's the name of the CD, which is coming out on Halloween, and then Bizarre's also the name of the other CD that's coming out on Halloween. One is blue, one is red. They're spelled a little differently. That's how you can tell them apart. Here's the question I have. We're talking to Violent J about drug abuse, taking too many Tylenol, too many NyQuil caplets, and too many Vicodin, all this kind of stuff. But, Drew, Violent J's a big guy.
Right.
All right. Now, we know that if a guy is getting near 300 pounds, he can drink a 6-pack of beer and not have the same effect on an 85-pound Asian woman.
Alcohol is evenly distributed in fat.
It is?
Yeah.
Okay.
But these opiates aren't, though.
But, what is the difference between a guy the size of Jay and a woman 125 pounds who takes the same size?
Opiates?
Yeah,
like
it takes the same Vicodin pill.
Opioids, I should say.
Before you answer that, I'm going to say nothing, because me and an 85-pound Asian woman are pretty much the same, because neither one of us have any fat.
Right. Yeah.
That's right.
All right,
that's what
let's just clear that up for the radio people that aren't seeing me.
I'm not saying fat. It's all muscle.
Well, I mentioned fat and alcohol, but it's different at a certain point, but it depends where the drugs get distributed and how they're metabolized. And these drugs go directly to the brain.
Right.
And
so you're saying it's not a big difference?
Not a big difference.
But why does it seem like a 300-pound guy could handle it better than a 110-pound woman?
You know, skinny 120-pound guys much more resistant to opioids than...
Oh, really? The skinny junkie types. Perfect. All right. Now, what about effects on the liver We're talking about taking a handful of Tylenol every night.
It's interesting that 8 Tylenol could kill somebody. If I took 8 Tylenol, I could be dead in 3 days. But the way people abuse opioids...
Why don't you take 9 and die tomorrow?
Thanks. It still take 3 days.
Oh, I see.
It'd be a little more...
Why would it take 3 days?
Because your liver has to become inflamed and shut down. It takes a while to shut down.
Well, I take 6 a day.
But you don't take them all at once. And the interesting thing about the way people use Vicodin...
Don't? Oh, yeah, he does.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, every night. Right when I go to bed, I take 6. I start typing something on the computer. Right when it kicks in, I go to sleep.
6 Tylenol PM?
Yeah.
Okay. 6 Tylenol PM. But the way people abuse Tylenol-containing products like Vicodin and Tylenol PM... I've never seen a case of significant liver damage from the Tylenol. It's as though the way people ramp up the use of those drugs, they give their liver enough time to adjust and develop the metabolic machinery to be able to metabolize off.
Jay should up his dose?
If he were suddenly to up it or double it, he could be in trouble.
Right.
But if he slowly upped it, I've seen people taking 100 Vicodin a day, no liver problem.
Really?
100.
100?
100.
Jeez, could they spare a handful for me and Jay?
I'd like to meet their supplier.
Jesus
Coming up with
Christ.
that kind of trouble.
Does Vicodin have Tylenol in it?
Tons. That's the point.
Oh, that's the point.
Yeah.
Oh, you shouldn't drink with the Vicodin. That's right.
No, you shouldn't.
I think I forgot about that last time.
I don't drink, but the
I took
NyQuil has alcohol in it.
This guy was taking 100 Vicodin a day. I've seen many people taking 40 to 50, but the guy was taking 100 had sudden total deafness.
Well, how do you take? Well,
that would suck.
I mean,
His music's
total.
my only.
Oh, wait a minute. How do you take 100 Vicodin a day?
You take
10
12,
at a time?
14, yeah, at a time.
You guys, we're talking about Vicodins and drug problems, and we're totally missing the point. A poor kid just called here and admitted to the world he jacks his penis off and nuts on his face. Let's get to the real subjects at hand, please.
Jay's right. It's time to refocus on jacking and nut busting. Richie?
Yeah, how you guys doing?
You're 22. What's going on?
Yeah, actually I have 2 questions. The first one, I was wondering what's the average, I'm 22, and I was wondering what's the average penis length for my age?
5.4 or something? 5.6?
I'm not sure if you should know that.
They get asked that all the time.
That's flaccid. Erect, it's 9. I think 9 1/4.
No, I mean,
what are you coming in at?
I'm only about 3, so it's...
Oh, yeah.
Is it done growing, or...
3 erect?
Is there a chance that it'll grow more?
What the hell was that? Did you just hear a woman laugh?
Yeah, you may get another 30-second out of it in the next 3 years, but that's about it.
And then my second question was for Violent J, actually.
3 inches.
Hold on a minute. One more. Hold on there, Richie.
What's your nationality? Drew wants to know.
I'm Caucasian.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Doctor.
See, white guys do have small penises. 3 inches erect?
Yeah.
Yeah. Do the girls mind?
On a good night, it can sometimes get to 3.5.
I don't want to get into anybody's personal business, especially yours.
I know that, Jay. Yeah.
How is it that you are familiar with the average size of a 22-year-old man's penis?
Well, I'm a doctor.
Well, I mean, like that, yeah, but some things just don't,
Doesn't seem right, does it?
No.
Drew has seen thousands and thousands of feet of lineal feet of peni in his day. If you stacked all the penis that Drew has examined up ball to head, ball to head, ball to head, it would stretch all the way across North America and into Canada. That's ball to head, right?
Yeah.
As a matter of fact, he instigated the whole penises across America thing that kind of fell apart in 89.
If you go head to, buttock, you go to Burma.
Can I ask Violent J a question, too?
Yeah. Let me, Richie, let me give you a quick tip. I suggest you start measuring your penis using the Adam Carolla measuring device, which is from, and a lot of people don't know how to correctly measure the penis, from the center of the anus, right? The very center of the anus to just beyond the tip.
I think that would make it a little more than average there.
Right, just a little past.
Go ahead and stick the end of the ruler right up your ass.
Right, just from the center.
Here's what's interesting about Richie. Richie is a well put together guy emotionally. He has a small penis. It's no big deal. We have people calling with 6-inch penises obsessing about the size of the penis.
Well, I think it's more interesting.
Not a big deal.
He's emotionally capable of handling that. That's pretty good. But the fact that he has a 3-inch penis is a little bit more interesting to me. What do you do with that little penis of yours?
I mean, it's not the size, I guess. That's what girls say.
You see?
When you put it in, if it doesn't go in deep enough, grab it by the shaft and just start slapping it back and forth on her Ned and walls.
So I try to force it in a little further.
If she brings no enjoyment, if that doesn't get her any enjoyment, smack her in the back of her head and put it in her butt. That should do it. Just start ramming it right in her butt. Right in the butt. You like that now? Now Give me some reaction. Right up your ass. Smack her in the back of the head. Keep smacking her in the back of the head, though. That's important. And just stick her in the ass. Stuff your balls in there, too. Hump the hell out of her butthole, man. That's what you got to do, Richie. Now, what's your question?
Does he need to wear clown makeup while he's doing that?
Sure, it would help. I'm sure it'll help a lot if she's like, well, your penis is so small. Say, oh, it's small, huh? Right up your ass. Now it's not so small, is it?
I just
up her butthole. That's what you do.
I just had this flash because I will talk to my grandmother tomorrow who listens to the show.
Oh, my God.
And she will say, who was that?
Young man.
Who was that young man who was on the show last night?
It should, am I right, though? It should have a tremendous effect on her butthole, unless her butthole's already blew out, like she's just taking cucumbers in her anus or something.
Right.
Then you don't want to get with that girl anyway if her butthole for some reason blew out. But if she's a regular girl with a nice tight butthole, and she's making fun of your small little dingling, stick it right in her ass. Now what's funny, ho? Right up your ass with my 3 inches. And tuck your balls in there like I told you. And then at least give it some width with your balls in there too, you know what I mean? And just ram that anus out. And smack her in the back of the head. Am I right? The back of the head.
Good sound and fight.
Pull her hair right up your butt.
That's like this. I'm
agree
so
with
proud
Jay.
to be part of this show.
Yeah, you
I'm proud.
Just use good common sense in the bedroom.
Indeed.
I agree.
Yes.
I agree.
Stick both thumbs in her butthole and stretch it out.
Pragmatic. Stuff that seems obvious, not obvious to our caller. Stuff good, solid, pragmatic, old school
you
advice.
Taking notes,
like,
Sarah? You got notes on this?
Put the thumb in the ass, ram the balls in the ass.
Stretch it open, put your penis right in it.
I want to remember this.
Stuff that people, you wouldn't think you'd have to impart to people. You have to tell them when they call this show.
Of women is really what we're
when you
about
got your penis in her butthole, grab her Ned and hairs and use that as like a saddle and just pull it in.
Taking a break. Taking a break now.
I'm going to take a little break. Drew, you go out to the trunk of the car, get the Xanax samples. I'll see if I can hold Jay down. You then massage his throat and drop those into his mouth, and we'll be back after this.
All right.
Hey, it's Adam Carolla and Dr. Drew, Loveline. We're here with ICP.
Good radio. Good radio, Drew. Phone number 1-800-LOVE-191. Violent J is here for the Insane Clown Posse. Bizarre is the name of the CDs, because there are 2 of them named Bizarre, and they will be coming out on Halloween, fittingly. And I'm going to give you a few places you can find Violent J and Shaggy.
With his new face.
With his new face, God willing, that you won't see because he'll be wearing a Mexican wrestling mask.
For those of you that are just tuning in, Shaggy was injured wrestling, and he's getting reconstructive robotic surgery done on his face.
That's right. He'll have the eyes of 10 men when he gets out from under the knife. On the 1st of November, they'll be in New York at Sam Goody. And on the 3rd, they'll be in Boston at Tower. And on the 4th, they'll be in Pittsburgh at a National Record Mart. You guys have a internet website?
Yes.
Why don't you give that out? Because if people check that out, they'll be able to find out all these dates, right?
Yes, insaneclownposse.com.
That's it.
That's it. It's the bomb-ass website, thanks to Jelly Nuts the Clown.
Chicago, St. Louis, Denver, Phoenix, and then Los Angeles. This is all the 1st to the 11th of November, and they'll be signing this CD.
But one more thing. There's several other places. If you can't go to insaneclownposse.com, you can go to riders.com. You can go to the6th.com. You can go to realjuggalos.com. There's millions of Juggalo websites.
I see. All right, so check those out if you want to find an Insane Clown Posse in a town near you. Brian?
Yeah.
You're 17. What's up?
I just wanted to ask Jay about necrophilia.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Some Jay's into?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, well, I have this friend.
Well, he's into sex, pure and simple, one way or the other.
He has this friend.
Yeah,
who died?
No.
No,
He's just always talking about it.
His friend, huh?
And if his friend really does it, do you think he could get any, diseases or anything?
Why do you think your friend talks about it? Talks about it so much.
Are you the friend, Brian?
No.
No. And how do you have access to corpses?
It's his dead dog.
It's not me. It's my friend.
All right. Where does he find a corpse?
I don't know. I'll have to ask him.
You don't ask, huh?
No.
Is he a good friend of yours?
Yeah.
And he talks about having sex with dead people, and you don't ask where he gets the bodies?
Nope.
Well,
Drew, what can you get? Can you get worms?
I have no clinical experience with this. But presumably, it depends how dead the person.
Oh, wait a minute.
Oh,
you
really?
You know about the 22-year-old penis size, but you don't know about the dead body dingling.
Well, it depends how dead. Because if it's a few hours dead, I imagine STDs are possible.
Well, we've all had the scenario where we're banging the bejesus out of a hooker and she dies halfway into it. We don't even know it because we're too hopped up on lewds.
Technically, that's not a dead person.
That's not necrophilia.
No.
If they're alive when you start,
right?
That's not necrophilia, is it?
Happened to me 2-3 times.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. That's just this year. Yeah, but if they're sitting around for a while, then there's problems, right?
Yeah, but then I worry just about the kind of bacteria that break the stuff
Right, so
down,
you're saying,
isn't
necrophilia, it's a lot like a barbecue. Go ahead and eat the pork chops. Make sure they're fresh.
Yeah.
Don't have ones that have been sitting in the sun.
Are you guys giving advice to necrophiliacs? Like it's cool?
No.
Check this out. If you're a necrophiliac or if your friend is a necrophiliac, maybe he should die, and then he can get all the skins he wants off the dead bodies, but tell him to wait till he dies. You know what I mean? If he's got a problem with that, speed up the process. You know what I mean? Help yourself, help your friend out. Put something around his neck, kick the chair, whatever. Once he dies, then he can get all the skins he wants.
You know how they say when you die, you come out of your body and hover over it and you see everything that's going on? Imagine seeing yourself getting banged. You know what I mean? I'd love to hear that story. It's like, I saw a white light. So they said, I heard a voice say, come to the light. I rose above my body. Then I saw a nurse, this big orderly banging the hell out of my corpse, so I decided to come back down. Or, by the way, would you wait till he was done before you came back down? Because you wouldn't want to come back down right in the middle of a rape, would you?
But if you just died, would you really care if somebody was banging your butt out and your corpse? You know what I mean? You'd be like, where am I going? Heaven or hell? What's the deal? I don't care if somebody's banging my dead body out. I want to know what I'm destined for.
Well, that's a good question. So you're saying...
No.
Yeah.
Let's not muse about that. Let's go on.
All right.
It's not a good question.
Yeah, tell your friend to go and... do something to himself. It's hard not to cuss you guys. I'm trying to have respect.
Paul?
What?
Paul, you're 14.
Hey.
What's up?
Hello?
Yeah.
Hey, Jay, like, big fan. That's right. Got, like, all this stuff. Got, like, 16 CDs, posters, hats, T-shirts. Now.
Your balls, let's get to it. Your balls, do they swing to the left or to the right?
Nice, long.
All right.
You're all jealous.
Hey, Paul?
Yeah?
You going to get the new CD when it comes out on Halloween?
Mm-hmm. Gotta, like, ditch school to get it.
All right. Good man.
Oh, geez.
Ditch school. That won't be the first time, will it?
No.
All right, Paul. You're going places, brother.
Don't scratch your nuts too fast. You'll burn them. If you scratch your nuts really fast in one spot, it starts to burn.
You'd be like an Indian starting a fire.
Starts to chafe a little bit.
Yeah.
Yes. Good advice.
All right, Paul.
Say some stuff to my friends. What up?
All right, Paul.
And if a girl is performing fellatio on you, it might feel good at the time if she gently scrapes her teeth on your dingling, but the next day you will find yourself with tiny little red scabs.
Right. So it's important to, what?
Tell her, don't use your teeth, bitch.
Okay. What if you just say, I try not to use the word bitch when the penis is in the mouth. You understand?
When the teeth are on the penis, the word bitch comes out of the mouth spontaneously.
Right. Oh, touche. Damn, bitch. Brody?
Yeah.
You're 19. What's up?
Hey, I had a question for you. On a couple of shows ago, you said that if a girl likes you, she will let you know, and that if she doesn't like you, then she won't let you know. And I was wondering if this was for all girls in general?
Yes.
Okay.
Across the board.
If they're interested, you will know.
He wants to know about a boy, though.
Why?
Is that for boys, too? Because I like my friend John, and John doesn't even like me. I even patted him on his butt, and he didn't tweak his butt at me.
Okay, I had a question for Dr. Drew.
Yeah, Brody, go right ahead.
Same thing.
What's that?
How come is it, I don't know if this is just a thing, that girls like guys that, treat them like...
With the S word, you idiot. Please. Listen, you guys who are 19 and complaining about women only liking the a-holes, it's not true. It's not that they love a-holes, it's that they hate pussies. Yeah. And you're bothering them. And you're needy, and you're clingy, and you're weak, and you're insecure, and you're obsessive. It's not the a-holes that they love, it's that they're repelled by you. Right, Drew?
And certain guys get away with a lot of stuff. Just the way some women do, too.
They like
guys get a lot of
women like confidence, even if it's trumped-up perceived confidence. Yeah. Thank you. Adam? Hey, turn your radio down, would you?
Hey, all right.
Yeah.
Go.
Turn your radio down, you idiot.
Yeah. What up, Jay?
What up, Adam?
Hardcore Juggalo from Cali.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Listen, you're not going to tell us about how you spank your monkey and you nutted and your dingling went limp, are you?
Nah.
Let's get to some real dirt. Come on.
Yeah,
How's the syphilis?
What's up with the Dark Lotus?
Come on. What about the balls, man? Come on. Your balls, man. Are they flaking? Do they stink? Come on. Give us... Should balls stink? There's a good question. My balls stink.
Yeah,
should they stink? They shouldn't stink, right? I mean, Ned didn't stink. Sometimes women's vaginas stink. How come balls don't stink?
They do.
They do.
Stink after.
Yeah. Hey, Adam?
After they slap against the butthole for a good half hour, yeah.
Adam, you have a question?
Yeah, what's up with Dark Lotus, Jay?
Oh, Dark Lotus is the very next project. It's Insane Clown Posse, Twisted, and Esham the Unholy, and Blaze Your Dead Homie, all as one group. We won't be performing any sexual advice on the album. That's why you have to get it here right now. Whoa!
Doug?
Yeah.
You're 18.
Yeah.
What's up?
Yeah, I wanted to ask Violent J how come he wasn't at the smokeout when I saw the tour bus pull up.
Those are promotional vans that are promoting for the new album because we don't get radio play and we don't get MTV, and the only way we promote is through the streets. You can either use a giant radio antenna to promote your albums coming out, or you can just simply drive around and do it yourself without the help of the giant radio antenna.
Now, Doug, how was the smokeout?
It was real fun.
Yeah.
Because I talked to Rude Boy there.
Yes, the Rude Boy was there in full effect as he's here with me right now.
The 420 surprise show.
The what?
The 420 surprise show.
What's that?
It's like a special band each year gets pulled out, like you don't know who it's going to be each year.
I don't know if that will be us.
Talking about, do you?
Well, Jay doesn't know who it is this year either.
But I will tell you this much: when I urinate.
Hurts?
Okay.
Hurts?
No, it doesn't hurt. It doesn't burn. If anything, it sometimes
sprays around.
It doesn't hurt at all, but it sometimes whistles.
Is there a tune to that, or
only when I squeeze it and turn the penis around?
Or you pull it out like a balloon?
The beginning of Mayberry
if
RFG.
I cock it to the left, it's like
penis.
If I cock it to the left, it's like cock it up. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, listen.
That's one cider jug I wouldn't want to play.
Listen, let's get back to my penis.
Yeah. Sorry.
I bust a small nut after I urinate every single time.
What?
I bust a nut.
Really?
Yes.
How do you know?
Because it's like right? And I'll be done. I'll zip up, start walking out of the bathroom, and I'll be like, and I'll sit there and put my dingling over the toilet, and then, can I get one of them drip noises?
Anderson, that's your cue for the drip noise.
Yeah, the drip noise, please.
No, he doesn't want to do it.
Anyway, but maybe that's what your nut sounds like, brother. Anyway,
yeah.
There it goes.
Right.
All right. So my dingling lets a little bit of skeet out after I take a leak, and it doesn't feel good. And it's not like, yeah.
You know, sorry, that's pus, brother.
Maybe that's discharge.
No, it's straight up nut. It's not pus.
Yes.
It's nut.
How do you know?
Pus.
Oh, I know what it looks like because I'm very familiar with my own nut because I'm constantly spatting it off in groupies' faces. Splat!
What kind of noise does that make?
Splat! Right in their face. Get it all. Get painted, freak. That's what I say. Get painted when I'm painting them with my jizz.
Yeah, you can go down and get painted with Jay's jizz on the 1st in New York and then the 3rd of November in Boston.
I don't got skiffilus or nothing with the drippy nut dingling.
You'd want. Well, some people can leak, and you say you don't do steroids. That's a good way to get a leak. Well, weightlifters get leaks sometimes too.
Well, that would be me.
Yeah.
He's throwing around those big weights.
But the only weight I lift is my own, my big fat ass every day when I wake up. That was pretty good. My fat ass. Oh my God! Hey, play that again.
Hey, Drew.
Yeah.
I don't know if there's such a thing as the sort of equivalent to throwing someone up on the rack like they do in an automobile. But I think if Jay walked into my office and I was a doctor, I'd say, let's put him up on the rack.
Oh, what else
let's
did you
go
do?
through him.
Yeah.
There's a lot of stuff to examine here.
Yeah.
We got the nut leakage.
The nut
we got the NyQuil addiction.
Right.
I mean, it's really time
the
to
inflamed butthole that I've yet to bring up. Would you like to get into that now?
Well, we'll bring that up in the next break.
Nipple leak. Both of them leak.
Kayla?
Yeah.
Yeah, he needs to be dry docked and overhauled is what I'm saying. Yeah. You're 26. What's up?
Oh, it's good to talk to you guys. I'm a psychologist, and I listen to you guys.
Well, that's good and dandy. Shave your muff. Men don't like hairy bushes.
This is a great night for you to be stopping by. That's wonderful.
Shave your bush. Tell them.
I'm very proud to be a part of the show.
Shave your bush, Kayla.
Shave your bush. Men don't like big hairy muffs.
Right.
That was 80s. It's
hold on a second, though.
Oh, my God.
If you look in the back of some of these magazines, there are a handful of publications dedicated to the hairy muff.
Well, those are the same weirdos like the kid that just called here and said he's got a 3-inch prick. You know what I'm saying? There's other people out there, but the majority of the people like a nice shaven Nedden hole.
Okay, let me talk to...
Wait, now, are we done with Kayla?
No, God
All
damn
right.
it.
Kayla?
Yes.
Sorry,
anyway,
Kayla, go ahead.
I'm a psychologist. I listen to you guys almost every night. I feel like you contribute to my education.
Great.
Thank you.
But my question is...
Tonight, I'm sure it's over the top, which is what you're learning. So go ahead. Yeah.
I haven't gotten a period in about a year and a half.
You can't get through that hairy-ass bush.
And
Shave it.
Is this a lifelong problem of regular periods or something new?
No, this is new. I've been on the pill for about 10 years, and I'm a fairly small person, but I don't think I'm small enough that this should be
an
issue. Problem.
Do you have eating problems at all?
I did when I was a teenager, but not for a long time.
Could you be underweight now and not really be sort of assessing that well?
I'm 5'2", I weigh 110.
All right. Okay. And so you're on the pill still now?
Yeah.
What pill are you on?
I guess my concern is, I've talked to my doctor about it. She said as long as I'm on the pill, it's fine. I'm getting everything that I need.
What pill are you on?
Orthonovum.
Which one? The 150 or 135?
No, who cares?
You take the same thing for 3 weeks, and then you're off a week.
And you're skipping that week. You're not going continuously on the pill.
No, I am skipping that week.
Well, she's basically right. I mean, there's a school of thought that women should be on the pill continuously and not have periods.
Drew, what about just a good kick in the side? You think that might start up?
I suspect
the period.
She could make you have your doctor could make you have the period with some progestational agents. You would have it, but the question is why necessarily.
Okay, but it seems odd to me, and I guess I'm concerned about I'm osteopenic. Yeah. And I'm concerned whether that
ostrich penis.
She lost the calcium in her bone, but you're osteopenic. You've documented osteopenia at 26?
Yeah, I was anorexic when I was a teenager.
I see.
Hey, Kayla.
I see.
I'm glad you're a fan of the show, and I'm glad you're gleaning some information off the show. But why are all therapists and psychologists crazy?
For some reason, you and I are interested in this stuff.
She just admitted she has an ostrich's penis, and you guys are blowing the whole thing off like it ain't nothing.
I think people with problems are probably drawn to the field.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. But maybe the eating disorder was a little worse than you originally stated?
It's under control.
Yeah, but the fact that you were bad enough to have osteopenia means you didn't have any periods when you were younger, when you were having severe eating disorder problems.
Right, but I probably had a regular period then from 21 to 20.
Drew, would calcium supplements help to offset the ostrich penis?
No, she probably needs. There's a lot of different issues here. Mm-hmm. One is the estrogen in the pill is actually a good thing. It may help her restore some of her calcium, or at least preserve some of the calcium in the bone that she has. But she probably needs calcium-restoring therapy. The medicines we use in older women, like Fosamax and Actonel, calcitonin, these sorts of things.
These are prescription,
right?
Prescription to restore the calcium content in her bone. It needs to basically the cells that break down the bone need to be paralyzed. The cells that produce bone need to be stimulated.
Mm-hmm.
So there's that issue.
Right.
Jay, you on board with this?
Well, all of that and the fact that her Nedden hairs look like Mike Awesome's mullet doesn't help.
And I'm concerned that she's not had the period. I believe that you can get endometrial overgrowth, which is a potential risk factor for uterine cancer.
Right,
I worry about that.
What should she do?
So you may want to change the pill, go back and talk to the doctor again about it, but also pay attention to getting some bone restoring therapy, or at least document what's going on in your bone density now.
All right, Jane.
Shave your damn muff.
Jane?
Yeah.
That's right. Hey, maybe Jay could get a job working the reception office at your work.
At my office, yeah.
Yeah, at your office.
Oh,
handle the phones, greet the patients. Some of the old codger Jews who come in there.
I'm in my sexual prime. I happen to know that guys don't like a big hairy bush staring at their face.
Go ahead, Jane.
Yeah, Jay, this is Jane. I live in Phoenix, Arizona. I'm a clown mom, and I want to know if you've ever had sex with an older woman.
What's a clown mom mean?
Well, clown mom means I've got kids that introduced me to the ICP band, and I fell in love with the guys.
Well,
I've
if
even
you're
seen you backstage, Jay.
Okay, Mom.
If you're an ICP fan, then you know, just by listening to our music and knowing what we're about, you know that there's no such thing as a juggalo mom as opposed to a juggalo child. Juggalos come in all ages, shapes, sizes, races, everything. We are all juggalos together, whether or not you have kids.
Mostly white, 14, and from Detroit, but
except for that,
it does span
now, the one thing that concerns me, the fact that you are a juggalo mom, as you put it, the one thing does concern me is that I know that styles of, say, back in the day, like in the 80s or the late 70s, a lot of women like to shave their vaginas like they only on the thighs and leave a big, fat, hairy bush. Now, we don't like that anymore. We would like to see the folded taco in our face and expose the actual Ned and lips. So
I just want you to imagine what he would be like off Zoloft. Okay?
If you could just
use
go
your
ahead,
imagination for a second.
If you could just go ahead and trim that hairy stank bush down some, we could all have fun.
We don't know that for a fact. Jane?
Yes?
I'll tell you one thing that might get you closer to Violent J. He told me during the break he likes a touch of gray around the labia.
Oh,
just a touch.
that wouldn't be a problem.
Just a little salt and pepper.
Are available for down there.
Hey,
well,
so,
trim
Jane,
the bush. That's step
Jane,
number one.
How old are your kids?
How old are my kids? I've got one that's 21 and one that's 16.
And they listen to Insane Clown Posse, and now
constantly.
you've
We've
joined the
got it
posse.
everywhere.
All right.
I even got
Hold
the
on a
necklace
second.
and the shirt.
Call Child Protective
Absolutely.
Services.
Are you
Get them
kidding?
on the
Get a
horn.
strike force
Where'd
in
you
there.
say she was calling from Phoenix?
Phoenix, go, baby.
Let's get them in a helicopter.
Oh, so I guess you guys like a nice big bushy muff, huh? That's what you're saying? I'm trying to help us
You know
all
what?
out.
That's what I was saying.
Jane?
How'd you pick up on that?
Here's the thing about having sex with Violent J. Remember we were talking about the osteoporosis in the older women just a few moments ago? He'd break your hip.
Hip? Pelvis?
He'd break the pelvis.
4 times a day, sometimes more.
What?
I get sex 4 times a day. I don't need to worry about not being agile.
Do you trim your bush? Tell me if you trim your bush.
I haven't done that yet, but there's always...
Oh, my God. She's got a groundhog living in her neddin'. It just looks like a... Trim your damn neddin'. You don't understand. Guys are too polite to say anything about it, but damn it, that's nasty as hell. Cut them damn hairs off. You got food stuck in it from years ago. You got cracker...
Yeah,
Jay.
it's really it's like Grizzly Adams giving you a BJ.
Grizzly Adams.
All right, listen.
I'm Shaggy asked me. Shaggy.
All right, Jay.
You guys, I don't mean
all that. Yeah,
I'm just saying Shaggy, who you guys know is at home in surgery.
Broken face.
He asked me. He said the one thing I want you to do is go on the show and tell women to shave their muffs. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
For the
How'd that conversation go exactly?
He said I want to go on there to provide my sexual
orientation
advice,
point of view.
orientation. Shave your damn neddin'. You know what I'm saying?
That's
Don't
what
have
said.
a big
What
hairy.
about the prickles there, Jay?
The pricklies feel good. They rub on your balls.
Oh, okay.
They scratch
Use your brain,
balls.
Jane. It takes the lint right off.
Takes the lint right
Yeah, it's
off.
like a lint
swing
brush.
Swing from the right, swing from the left.
Straight up, the stubbles are wonderful. Do you know what I'm saying? I mean, I've got crabs in my balls as it is. It helps itch them. But what I'm saying is if you shave the damn bush and you let us get a nice look at that clam, we can all have a party.
Fantastic, Jane.
Yeah.
Hey, they're going to be in Phoenix on the 10th.
I know I'm going to be camping out waiting to see him in person.
If we're camping out, let's not have barbecued fur burgers, all right? Let's keep it clean. Thanks.
Hey, Drew, speaking of crabs on Jay's balls, I was watching a Nature Channel tonight, and you know those birds that sit on top of the zebras?
Yeah.
And they pick away all the ticks and the mites and all that? They sit on all the animals.
Yeah.
Yeah. What about letting one of those birds go in your pants?
Yeah.
Instead of putting poison on your crotch, what about just let one of those grooming birds go in your underpants, and they could just eat whatever was on there?
Crab-eating birds.
Guys, I had syphilis. I got over it with a simple shot of penicillin. I shared that with the first time I came on the show, and I haven't had any venereal STDs since then.
Wait, we didn't figure out that it wasn't syphilis you had. You had like non-gonococcal urethritis. They treated you for all that stuff, but you didn't actually have a chancre.
Well, I had a bunch of white sores on the side of my dick.
I see.
Do you understand?
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying?
But anything to add to the width.
This was a good damn near, we're talking 25 years ago.
Yeah, that sounds like syphilis.
All right. We will take
we're
a little
talking,
break.
this was during Woodstock, the first one, and we was having fun, and,
It was a different time. We don't.
Summer of love.
We don't hold it against
I
you.
had crabs in my butt and herpes on my nipples, and we all had a great time, and we drank lemonade, and everybody had fun.
All right. We will take ourselves a little break. I'm going to go vomit in the bathroom. Sure, you want to watch me? Hold me so I don't hit my head on the toilet rim like I did last time. We'll be back.
It's Loveline. I'm Adam Carolla. That is Dr. Drew. We're here with role model, philanthropist, humanitarian,
Violent J.
That's right. All-around man.
From the Insane Clown Posse. You can find them at the Good Time Jamboree Theater at Knott's Berry Farm. Coming up this weekend. No, they will. Your new CDs, Bazaar will be coming out on Halloween, and then there will be a record signing tour, and there will be crisscrossing across this great country of ours, going to popular destinations where you can pick these things up and get in line and sign it.
Who said is that?
Possibly.
Wow.
Possibly Jay will decorate you with his semen.
Come see the greatest tour of all time, the Bazaar Tour featuring Confrontation Camp, Chuck D and Professor Griff's new band, Nashville Pussy.
Right.
Can you say that?
Jay told me that he and Shaggy are going to enter the synchronized dancing at the Olympics.
That's right.
Yeah.
Nashville Pussy will be there.
In the pool or the ones with the ribbons out on the gym floor?
I think the pool is what they were talking
I see.
about. But
yeah, anything to get in a Speedo. Stephanie?
Yes?
You're 19?
Yes.
What's up?
Okay. I have
Inflamed nipples, no doubt.
I have a question about rape.
Sure. You've come to the right place. You picked the right night.
Right on. I just want... Okay. If I was drunk and I was passed out, like upstairs in bed asleep, and there was people at my house still, and what happened was one of the guys who was at my house came upstairs and had sex with me.
Mm-hmm.
While you were passed out?
While I was passed out.
So you have no recollection of this?
No.
How do you know it happened?
Her butt hurt.
No, my boyfriend was downstairs.
That's nice.
And realized that, because a bunch of the other people there, I guess, knew what was going on upstairs.
That's even nicer.
And told him. And so he came upstairs and he pulled the guy off of me.
Right.
And...
I just said,
that was when I realized that the guy on top of me wasn't my boyfriend.
I see. What did he do to the guy?
He punched me in the face and threw me down the stairs.
This is why Shaggy's having his face
He
redone?
was upstairs with me, and I guess the guy just walked downstairs and him and his friends left.
That's nice.
Sounds like your boyfriend's a punk-ass pussy, if you ask me.
Probably, but he was
So
helping me. I was in no
your
shape.
bitch-ass boyfriend was just like, hey, wait a minute. That's my girlfriend. Stop.
Well, see, hold on a second. That's why my policy is when I throw a party, first off, if there's a dude I don't know, don't bring buddies. And if you're going to bring beer, bring imported stuff. And no raping my girlfriend. I always say that.
Or her friends either.
Actually, light raping of the girlfriends. No serious rape of the girlfriends. I always say that for when new dudes show up at the party.
Her boyfriend was like, wait a minute, stop. That dingling's for me. Here, use this butthole of mine.
Stephanie?
Yes.
All right.
So what's the question?
Well, I didn't say no.
Well, you couldn't say no.
It depends on the state, but in most states there are laws to protect against this.
Hey, and where are you calling from?
California.
Yeah, in California.
That's rape in California.
It's rape, which technically means every sexual experience I've had is considered rape. I've realized.
But this is a clear case of that.
I'm a felon.
You got to report it.
Could you imagine actually being that drunk to where, let's say, for example, rape is rape, right?
Yeah.
Let's say you're that drunk to where some man just kind of mounts your butt and starts having his way with your cornhole. Can you imagine that happening? You know what?
Wait,
I can never imagine
take a minute here. Let me
close my eyes.
Yes.
All right, so you're
There's
saying
no way you can imagine being that drunk, right?
Cornholing?
You know,
Let me think.
Mounting butt.
Cornhole.
Okay.
No, I can't.
There's no way. No, what I'm saying is this girl right here who claims she was raped. I can't imagine being that drunk where you don't know you're getting your biscuit banged out.
It can happen.
But I was
Jay, you should get into counseling. Counseling others.
What were you
Victims
drunk on?
of rape,
Crack
victims of
rocks? How
crime.
could you be that drunk? Come on. Like, I could just see myself, I'm super drunk, and then my boy Rudy just mounts my butt. Oh, wait a minute. man. Stop. Are you hitting my butt? Stop.
Hold on. Rude just sent someone to the liquor store, by the way. All right, Stephanie?
Yes.
All right. We're not in Jay's camp on this one. We don't feel this was your fault, although there's something up with you getting loaded, passed out, and having this guy on you. But is there anything like that ever happened before?
No.
Here comes our knight in shining armor. Hey,
do you
is that my girlfriend you're butt raping? Get off her.
When did it turn into sodomy, please?
Okay, well, whatever. Normal rape. He's just a chump ass. And then my boyfriend
why
just
didn't your
left,
boyfriend
and he left.
punch this guy out?
I don't know.
Why didn't you report it?
Did I report it?
Why didn't you?
Because I didn't know if it was rape or not.
Oh,
because
yes. Everything's
but
rape.
The fact
I never said no.
the fact that you didn't consider this outlandish behavior is what disturbs us most.
I know it was wrong, but I feel like I'm part to blame because I allowed myself to get that drunk. I chose
this
to drink
is
that
what we're
much.
talking about.
All right, seriously, where's your dad? Where's your daddy?
Home?
Yeah. Would anything happen to you growing up?
No.
Was he an
No
alcoholic?
abuse?
No alcohol, no abuse.
Her dad's probably in a bedroom jerking his dingling, listening to the radio. Oh, there's my daughter. This sick family you're from. You didn't get raped, bitch. Quit lying.
All right.
That's what people go to prison for, is that kind of BS. She
That's
was
right.
like, well, why didn't you go to the police? Well, he had the NSYNC tickets, and he told me that if I didn't let him have my butthole, my boyfriend, he wouldn't drive. My boyfriend drove us to the NSYNC
Jay,
concert.
how dare you?
Jay, did something happen to you like that? Somebody?
I'm sure she got raped. People go to, you know what I'm saying? People go to prison because of bull like this. You know, she didn't get raped. You opened your legs and invited them right into the pink taco. Didn't ya? Didn't ya?
I don't understand.
All right, listen, Jay. Please calm down. You're making this young lady cry now.
Stephanie?
She's lying.
Stephanie, you're not lying.
I believe you. All right, now listen.
But we also think that there might be some reason you didn't consider the victimization. That's what's disturbing.
All right. Sorry for... See, Jay, you feel good about yourself now? See what you did?
Right, because
we just shut Jay's mic off. Good. Keep his mic off.
Hello?
Please, I'm going to get
Hello,
straight.
an asshole.
Stephanie.
Yeah.
Okay, listen, sweetheart. You gotta get a little counseling for this.
Right.
You understand?
Well, there's a few issues.
How long ago did this happen?
Thursday.
Thursday. All right, so you should report it, and you should get counseling. And yes, it was rape. And I'm not sure what's up with your boyfriend.
We got to look at your alcohol use and what's up with that. It was not your fault that you no matter what the situation is, none of this is your fault.
Jay's holding up a sign that says yes, it was.
Can
Put
my
that down.
mic, my mic on?
No, leave his. But please, you can't make our callers. We only have a handful of callers. Please, Stephanie. I apologize on behalf of Jay and his posse. Jay wants to make a retraction. Hold on, go ahead.
Hello, listen. I just wanted to let you know that you're a liar.
All right.
You are an asshole.
She could not hear that. Stephanie.
Yes.
Stephanie, I'm sorry. You called on a bad night. Jay is. We're too scared to stop him. We really are. He's big. He's hopped up on Xanax. He scares both of us. Let's get Fletcher in here from
Pennywise.
From Pennywise, see if we can even it out a little.
All right. Ultimate Fighting Championship.
Stephanie, you got to talk. You got to get some counseling. You got to work this thing out, and you should report it. Okay? All right.
Yeah, you need somebody to help you deal with this because obviously it's having significant effects. Obviously it was a rape. Obviously it's a victimization.
Hey, if you want to give Jay your home number,
and it's not your fault. We didn't ask to be the victim of a violent crime. Okay.
Okay. Take care of yourself.
Or a victim of violent Jay.
All right. Let's see if we can find someone whose parent was killed by an alcoholic driver, so Jay can tear him a new a-hole.
You guys don't understand what I'm saying, right? People go to prison because of that.
People go to prison because people BS, though.
Yeah, she wasn't lying. She was telling the truth.
Would you be that drunk to not know you're getting love made to you?
It happened to Drew 5 times in college, just his sophomore year.
4.
Right. You understand?
I just find it a little hard to believe, and I think that the whole story is a bunch of... Next caller, please.
Diana?
Yeah.
You're 19?
I'm scared now.
Yeah, I think Jay just ruined his bid for the Senate seat in Detroit.
Diane, what's wrong with your anus? Let's get it over with. Come on.
Nothing's wrong with my anus. I'm sorry.
Right. Let me holler at it. I'll fix it up real good. Remember my advice from before? I'm just kidding.
He's
Go ahead.
scaring me.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
He's scaring you. We're stuck in a room with him.
You're in Wisconsin. Where are you calling from?
I'm calling from La Mirada, California.
Oh,
Wisconsin.
Right down the street.
All right. So what's up?
Well, me and my friends were together, and we were doing some acid, and we started to hit nitrous, which we've done a lot of times before.
Sure, it was a weeknight. What the hell?
And one of my friends started going into convulsions for about 5 to 10 seconds.
Right. Nice.
This has never happened before, and it really, really scared me. I didn't know what to do. Like, she's fine now. She came out of it, and she stopped shaking, and I was just wondering what caused that, because I heard acid may cause seizures or something.
It sure
like
can.
Acid hit nitrous. I'm guessing she was allergic to some of the fiber samples, maybe in the sofa, maybe the drapery.
What's so surprising to me is that people get scared by these dramatic reactions that really don't have any, probably don't have real significance as compared to the damage that's actually being done. I mean, you're a biological instrument, your brain, and it is, I guarantee you, changing it permanently. Now, seizure is one of the transient things that can happen, but the more permanent issues are much more significant.
Yeah, but if you're on X and you're hitting nitrous, it's going to do something.
You know what?
Let me tell you, the big danger of nitrous is you do the hit and you fall over and whack your head on a shovel.
That's right, and part of the problem, you can drop your blood pressure, and that's probably what happened.
Remember those guys who died in the car?
Yeah.
Here's a great plan. You get in a pickup truck, Jay. You and your buddy, you get a nitrous tank in there. You roll the windows up. You start doing nitrous. Well, you both pass out. No one shuts the tank off, and you wake up dead.
That's it.
Or worse. Right, Drew?
Well, maybe the convulsions were caused because of the nitrous or the ecstasy or possibly the heroin needle hanging out of her neck. Let's see. What caused the problem?
All right.
Yeah, the nitrous probably is it because it drops the pressure and you get these hypotensive seizures.
All right.
She needs to be evaluated by a neurologist to see if she has some pre-existing thing that was brought out by these drugs.
Okay.
And you guys need a little help with the drug use here.
And then maybe slow down.
This is serious ass.
Well, you do what Drew suggests. You have X night, then nitrous night, then X night, but you don't have them at the same night. You know what I'm saying? And then maybe you sprinkle in, like Jay said, horse night, maybe a little speed night, but you separate the nights.
Okay.
See what I'm saying? You don't eat pie and a banana split for dessert. You might eat a pie one night and have the banana split the next night. You see, it's overdoing it to do them on the same night.
All right.
That's all, baby.
Okay.
And while you were doing the hit of nitrous, was someone hitting you on the head with a shoe?
Shovel.
Shovel so you can't catch an extra buzz? Easy, baby.
And stirring gas.
Actually, when she got really high, her friend started making love to her. She didn't realize it. And then her boyfriend walked in and said, "Hey, what's going on?"
David?
Yeah.
Oh, you're 16.
What's up?
Oh, nothing. I'm fast-forwarding my mind to tomorrow night when we get the phone calls. That girl was violently raped, and that guy with the Mexican mask, what's his name? What's his name? Violent John. He was making butthole references, and you and Drew sat back and cackled like a couple of drunken hyenas.
She was 16. We've been 16 before. You're not that stupid when you're 16 that you get raped and you don't know it.
I think she was 19. Okay.
That makes it even stupider.
With the S word.
That makes it even stupider.
All right.
The only reason she's crying is because I held up a mirror to her stupid-ass face, and she took a good look at herself. Once I brung it up to her, she's like, "Whoa, I did know what I was doing. I'm an idiot." And she started crying because of it.
Well, that's what Jay and Shaggy do with Insane Clown Posses. They hold up a mirror to society,
the house
so
of
that
mirrors.
they can see the foibles and the idiosyncrasies and things like that of society.
Yes.
And they examine society that way.
They produce a puckish satire of contemporary mores.
That's what I wanted to say. All right, we're going to take ourselves a little break. Violent J is here tonight, earning his name. We'll be back. Maybe we'll hear a little something from Insane Clown Posse.
Whoa!
After this. All right, just sitting around with Violent J from Insane Clown Posse, musing about rape.
And what a horrible thing it is. Don't get me wrong.
No, it's a horrible thing. It was funny, though. It's not going to go... Jay took a little reflective pause, and he said, you know, when I think about rape, and I thought he was going to break into a song. I was going to pull an acoustic guitar out and start up on something. But speaking of music, and speaking of Insane Clown Posse, and speaking of Bizarre and Bizarre, which are the two new CDs which will be out on Halloween, we're going to hear something off of one of them. I know not which.
Tilt-A-Whirl.
Is that the song we're going to hear?
I'm guessing, because that's the only other song I think that is somewhat radio-friendly.
All right. Is that queued up there, Anderson? Here you go.
Michelle?
Yes.
You're 20. What's up?
Yes. Byron J., I wanted to tell you that I love you so much. I want to, like, grab your balls. That's what I wanted to tell everybody.
I'm just like that kid. I'm about to just bust a nut all over you guys' table.
I'm going to right.
Oh, Jesus, with the...
Juggalos, I love juggalos. I love juggalos. I love juggalos.
You really bring out the
delicate quality
of people. Quality of people.
Do you guys
really
understand that what juggalos do for me, though? Do you understand? These people that are calling, that you guys probably just think, oh, these people are calling and cussing, whatever.
Right.
I love these people. You know that,
right? Oh, yeah.
I mean, I'm not trying to be funny, nothing. I am these people.
They're salt of the earth.
I'm one of them. Don't think I'm one of you guys. I'm one of them.
I wish there were more people like that so I could move to Canada.
And that is me. That is me right there. And I speak for them. I'm the voice of them.
Michelle?
Yes.
All right. Can you not cuss, please?
I won't. I'm sorry.
Okay.
I just get so excited because I totally, with their music, I totally feel like I feel aggressive. I feel like I understand completely what they talk about. I'm not trying to say, oh, I totally, I want to kill everybody.
No.
Or I want to do something crazy.
Just the unholy.
Huh?
Yeah. No.
Hisham the Unholy, a prominent member of Dark Lotus, by the way.
Yes, I know. No, if they can inspire just one person to head out to the tool shed, grab a hoe, run down the street, and kill somebody, their work is done as a band.
Yes.
Right. Fantastic.
I wanted to share a story. I was, during high school, I used to have this tendency about hitting guys in the balls.
Ooh,
right.
Yeah,
sure.
Ooh.
And
oh my
I was thinking about it. I want to go see you November 11th. And
Don't hit my ball. Don't hit
Where are
my
you calling from?
I'm calling from Whittier, California.
Listen, you can gently caress them all you want. You can fondle them. You can juggle them gently. But please don't punch the balls.
Or you can do what Drew does when I'm going number one, which is cup.
I'll
Thank you.
Hold them up.
Right.
You won't care, Violent J, if I grab you?
You can caress the balls. You can gently pet them. You can stroke them. You can juggle them from side to side to side to side. But don't punch the balls.
Okay.
Don't flick the balls.
It's a Fabergé egg, not a hacky sack, is what Jay is saying.
Shaggy, on the other hand, he has wooden balls. You can do with them what you wish.
Use them for a speed
Jay,
bag.
any closing comments? We're going to take a little break here.
I just want everybody to know that I love juggalos, and if you're not a juggalo, then you're a effing hoe.
Loveline, back in a minute.
You are an asshole. I'm not fake.
All right, boy, it was there between Carrot Top and Violent J tonight. We really plumbed some new depths on this show. All right, I want to thank personally Violent J for coming in here and making my job much easier because all I did was lay back and laugh and throw it to a commercial every once in a while. I really shouldn't get paid for tonight.
I'm always happy, to come on here, you guys, and offer my advice and sex. You guys, both of you are very well my credentials that I respect.
Certainly.
I would consider myself an expert or professional. I don't get paid for sex advice.
A lot of field work, yeah.
But I could be. I think that's obvious.
There's no doubt that you have potential.
I have potential.
Realized potential as well. We're out of show. I want to tell everyone coming up on Halloween, go out and get yourself the Insane Clown Posse CDs. Two of them, both called Bizarre. And check into InsaneClownPosse.com. Find out.
Check into the entire Juggalo world.
That's right. And initiate yourself into the Insane Clown Posse. Jay, great to see you again.
You guys, thank you again for having me.
Give our love to Shaggy.
I will. I'll give your love to his face.
Don't eat too much of his Vicodin, and until next time, this is Adam Carolla for Dr. Drew saying mahalo.
The only weight I lift is my own, my big fat ass every day when I wake up. That was pretty good. My fat ass. Oh, my God. Hey, play that again.